Yo, Kingdom, community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe.
Oh, we back in the building, And I know, you're upset with me because I have another queen on my right. Huh? I know you mad, but listen, not only is she a queen, she's a bulldog. SCSU bulldog, man. Alright, yeah, okay. But before we get to this phenomenal queen right here, let's pay two quick bills, okay? Number one, if you woke up this morning, you should be giving God all the praise. Give him all the praise because he woke you up this morning. Yes, God is great. God is amazing, okay? So before you start your day, make sure that you give him all the praise, man, okay? Just for simply, you know what I'm saying, waking you up this morning, okay? That's so important, all right? Now, man, you hear the music in the background. Yeah, I see you all that grooving. You moving a little bit. Therefore, you know where we at then, don't you? Yep, we at the Groove Smoothie and Juice Bar. You got hers, huh? Okay. Don't be lame. Come get you a good, healthy smoothie, okay? To start your day, come to 7510 Garlands Ferry Road, all right? Come get your smoothie. Listen, put that soda down, okay? Put it down and come up here right now and get you a smoothie. Matter of fact, if you come right now, you may get one free on me. Okay? All right, now, once again, do you hear the drums playing? Do you hear the horns blowing? Okay? That means we got a queen. Yeah, the queen is here. Miss Ashley Graham is in the building. Okay? Let's give her a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Come on. And you know, it's a bulldog. Listen, she's just not a bulldog. She's a former Miss SCSU. 2010?
That's correct.
2010. Okay, you're a hater. I know you're a hater. Yes. Okay, but congratulations. Now, Miss Graham, where you from?
I am from Sumter, South Carolina.
Sumter, South Carolina. Huh? Now let me ask you this. Why South Carolina State?
Two main reasons. So it is some family ties to the school. My mother is a former bulldog, and I have an aunt and a cousin who also went to state. And also when I was applying to go to college, I was looking for certain programs, and so I was actually recruited to the nuclear engineering program through SCAM.
SCAM?
Yes.
Who's ran by who?
Dr. Sally.
Who is my aunt.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Dr. Judith Sally is my aunt. That's my mother's sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So yes. So Dr. Sally, Mr. Gant, Miss Becky,
Gant?
yes, all of them.
All them.
Very instrumental in that process. And I mean, state had the program I was looking for, but also visiting the school before actually deciding to go there, it just felt right. It felt like home.
Right.
So
did you hear
that was
that?
the place for me.
It felt like what?
Felt like home.
Felt like home because it is home. Okay, so come make it your home.
That's right.
Yeah, you heard it here first on
That's
the
right.
Community Vibes. Now, you're extremely smart. In my opinion, you're extremely smart. You have to be smart to go to school to take up anything that says nuclear. Okay, you know, I literally run from stuff like that.
No.
But did you automatically know when you got to South Carolina State what your future was going to be, or were you talked into it?
I wouldn't necessarily say talked into it, and I didn't know everything when I got there. Yes. And so when we started, we got to take classes in SCAMP that would go towards our curriculum, that counted towards our curriculum for credits. And so a number of us started out as like biology, chemistry, and then we actually got to like talk to advisors, other professors, and tell them, okay, like this is what I want to do, when I grow up. And they was like, oh, well, you should think about, doing nuclear engineering, or at that time we had medical physics, and then later on we got health physics too. And so I found an interest in those things. I've always liked math. I've always liked science. So it just felt right for me.
The boy could never pass math. Never pass math.
Yeah.
But
so
this phenomenal individual over here loves the challenge of math. Okay, that means she's smart, and she's smarter than you. Yes, she is. So now you majored in, like, what was your major?
Physics.
Physics.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
My brain hurt just thinking about that. Okay, so did it come easy to you?
Yes and no. There are things you have to work at, like, you know, when you're first seeing something for the first time, like thermo and mechanics, you know, you got to work at it. You got to go to study hall, get help from your peers. But it's that challenge part that you talked about. That's what's fun for me, you know. So just because you haven't done it before, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. So yeah.
So let me ask you this: why use that second instinct?
Okay.
You chose you made the brave decision to run for something. Okay? And you ran for Miss SCSU.
I did.
Did you not? Okay. Now, prior to you making that particular decision, okay, were you kind of receptive about the decision, or were you just like, you know, I'm ready for it?
I was ready for it.
You was ready for it.
Yeah.
So when you won, did you know you was gonna win?
I did not know I was going to win.
Stop.
No. Honestly, I didn't.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first lie she's told this year.
What?
Okay?
Let's bring that back.
That's the first lie she's told this year. Now, okay. So when you won, how did you feel when they called your name as this is the next Miss SCSU, Miss SCSU?
So many things. Of course, humility is at the top of that list. Happy, excited, anxious as far as like just being ready, like just positive anxiety, I guess you would say. Just a number of things. And then the thing is also, I was the first queen who had served previously as Miss Freshman, Miss Sophomore, and Miss Junior. And so it's almost like, you know, yeah, like you're stepping in and it's like, okay, I kind of made history, so to speak.
No, you
and
did
so,
make
well,
history.
yeah, absolutely.
Listen,
so
breaking news, just in case you didn't know, because I didn't know, okay? You were Miss Freshman and Miss Sophomore and Miss Junior.
Yes.
And then you became Miss SCSU.
Yes.
That's a trifecta right there. That's a trifecta, man. Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
That means that people really care about you.
And that's where that humility and
Came
just
in
that,
at?
yeah, because it's like, you know, people are trusting you. You know, when you serve in a capacity like that, it's for the people, it's for the students. And so to have their trust, not just on that day, you know, for that specific term, but also from freshman year through those years, yeah, that's big.
So what kind of responsibilities came from that?
With serving
Miss SCSU.
Miss SCSU. So, of course, you are the university's official host. You are a servant first. You are a student leader, but you cannot lead without having a heart to serve people. So, you know, you're out in the community, you know, doing mentorship, also on campus with freshmen, with sophomores, with juniors, with your peers. So just a number of things.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, I told you she was special. Okay? Now, if you've been living up under a rock and you don't know who this phenomenal young lady is, here's the time to learn. Okay? Now listen, we haven't even got to the doggone tip of the iceberg yet, man. Okay? We still climbing. Okay? Now, you graduated, and then you went and got your master's degree in transportation. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Why transportation?
So, coming out with a physics degree, I sat down. I'm a planner, and I was like, okay, I want to do something That's going to be field type work, hands-on, kind of get away from the theory of physics, environmentally based. And so the transportation program at South Carolina State is multidisciplinary. So you have like a engineering track, a business track, technology as far as like telecommunications, all of those things, environmental. And so I was like, that's what I want to do. So yes, so I did my studies were based on carbon emissions, hazardous material studies, risk management. So
yeah, I told you she's smart. She's smart. She's a genius. She's a genius. Okay, and she went to SCSU. Don't forget that. All right. Now, in 2014, you made Columbia, South Carolina your home.
I did.
Why is that?
My career brought me to Columbia. Yes.
So, when you came here, you started, you became part of the community. Okay? You started working with a lot of people, right? Now, I love this program called STEM, right? Can you tell me about your work with STEM?
Sure. So, STEM is for science, technology, engineering, and math. Whether you have an interest, whether you're majoring in that, that's what it's about. And so the work that I started doing with that, I started doing recruitment with my company as far as going to career fairs and speaking to students at these career fairs, telling them what they need. As far as like if they want to go the track of academia and Research or industry. Because I had the opportunity to actually do both. I did intern at a number of places. I started out after my freshman year, went down to Louisiana and did chemistry studies. Later on, went to the Wake Forest School of Medicine.
I told you she was smart.
Yeah, did some cancer research there. Went to Penn State and did some engineering
the
work
Nittany
there.
Lions, man. Nittany Lions.
Yep. And so, and that was all academia based. And then with me getting my master's degree, I wanted to go on the track of industry, just get my feet wet in nuclear.
Right.
And so I also want students to know, what are their opportunities are in regards to that side. Like if you want to get your feet wet in this, what do you need to do? What do you need to be thinking about early on? Because that's what makes the difference. You have to have access. You have to actually know about the resources that are out there for you. And so doing that type of work, and also recently I became a guest lecturer at South Carolina State with the technical communications courses that Miss April Hutton-Moore is over. Want to give her a shout out because she is excellent, and the work that she does and the care that she has is unparalleled for students, and so that's where I am now.
I told you. You're mad at me. I mean, you shouldn't be mad at me, okay? Just be mad that God has been good to me because he blessed me with phenomenal people like this, okay? Now, we all know, because I know, that you love to help people, right? You go out, right, and you speak to these kids, these young adults, right? But when you go out to actually speak, when you do those speaking engagements, do you see yourself out there oftentimes?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you can tell a 17-year-old you right now, if you can speak to the 17-year-old you right now, what would you say to her?
That's a good one.
Because we all make mistakes when we were 17.
We do.
We all.
Yeah.
But you know what you've been through. Okay. Not saying we all have regrets or anything. But
yeah, I'm with you.
We've all made mistakes. Right. So if you can talk to that 17-year-old you that just left something out of school yesterday, what would you tell her? My bad, y'all. My bad, Lakewood. Don't wait. Stop, Lakewood. I'm sorry, man. Okay, Lakewood.
I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Them Gators.
Hold it against you, yes.
Them Gators.
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Lakewood Gators, stand up. I'm sorry. Okay. The day you left Lakewood, if you could talk to her from this chair to her, what would you tell her right now?
I would tell my 17-year-old self when I was in Lakewood to be aggressive early on with the decisions that you want to make. Whatever is placed on your heart early on, be aggressive in pursuing it. Not to say that, waiting isn't a bad thing. Patience is a fruit of the spirit, as we are taught, but you don't have to necessarily have pause or be necessarily waiting on the right moment to pursue something or wait until you have all of these boxes checked off to move forward. You don't have to do that. You don't owe anyone that. So be aggressive early on, have a plan, and just move forward. Yes. Because execution is better than perfection.
That's a word.
Yes. Do the right thing.
That's a word.
But perfection or seeking perfection should never hinder you from executing your plan early on.
That's a word. That's a word right there. Pass around the collection plate. Okay? Give me my money. All right? Because she's giving you some nuggets that you can use, okay, going forward. Especially you genius young ladies out there. Okay? I'm telling you, man, it's possible. It's possible. If you come to South Carolina State University.
That's right.
All right? Now, let's talk about your business.
Okay.
I know that you help young ladies with their pageants.
I do.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, because I have never won a pageant myself. I've never won anything.
You still have time.
I still got time.
Be aggressive.
I mean, is there a certain walk or certain, a swag or smile you need to have? You know what I'm saying? A certain haircut I need. Like, how do you, when these parents come to you, they say, my child wants to be in a pageant. Can you coach them and guide them? How do you handle that?
I always start out with letting anyone know, whether it's the parent or, a young lady personally, always be yourself. That's the number one thing that any judge, any population who is watching, they are looking for your true character to shine, your real personality. That's what they're looking for to start off. Okay. So, yeah.
But it seems so easy to you. Okay. Were you shy growing up, or were you just were you always the life of the party?
I would say a good balance in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Growing up until even now, my approach to anything is if I look at something, I say, hey, this is something I want to do.
Right.
I'm going to do the research and figure out what path I'm going to take to get there. Yeah. I didn't grow up doing pageants early on. I really started diving into that actually when I got to South Carolina State University. And so there were a lot of things that I learned that I felt, were right, that felt natural. And then there were some things that I decided to tweak along the way, hey, I can do better in X, Y, and Z area. And then also from those things that I learned to tweak with myself, those are things that I've always made a point to share with other women who were coming along or who had questions. Like, okay, well, this is what happened when, I was facing this, so let's try this way.
Okay. So let me ask you this. How do you deal with those parents who try to live vicariously through their child?
Fortunately, I've never
experienced that.
Have
experienced Parentzilla, Parentzilla, or Godzilla, something like that. You haven't? Okay, that's good. Because listen, you parents, you're trying, you're pushing these kids too hard, man. Let them be them. You know what I'm saying? Let them learn their true calling. Okay, we all have a different purpose. Okay, and I watch too much TV. Okay, so I see these parents that's pushing their kids to the brink of almost depression because they're pushing their kids so hard, to be something that they wanted to actually be.
Yeah.
So stop. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
All right. Now, You eat chicken wings, don't you?
I do.
Y'all knew I couldn't let her go without asking her the most important question on earth. Okay? Now, you say you eat chicken wings.
I do.
When it comes to chicken wings, do you prefer the flats or the drums?
I prefer flats, fried hard. It's the only way.
I don't even know how she went to South Carolina State, man. Listen, why do y'all like flats? Why flats?
Why do you like drums?
Because it has more meat. And plus, you can dip a little deeper. You can
Is that a proven fact?
dip. By me. By me it is. It's a proven fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Listen, you good at physics, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the laws of angles and stuff, right?
But the concentration of what you get off
I
of
see
the
she
flat
had to say that to me.
is more consistent through and
She
through.
had to do me like that.
So it's a lot. It's the consistency,
Mm-hmm.
you know, gives you you can always count on it.
So, you see how she just broke me down. I mean, in a intelligent way.
If you're gonna eat your chicken, you want it to be reliable.
That's true.
Yes, so that's why you should get a flat.
That's not true. Okay? Now, if they wanted to actually get in contact, because we have so many viewers who hopefully, once this pandemic is, has left,
Yes.
they're going to be having conferences and stuff like that, and they need a phenomenal young woman that has done phenomenal things in this world and with STEM. Okay? And with STEM. How can they get in contact with you?
Sure. So I'm on Instagram.
She is on Instagram.
My handler is I said handler.
Wow, she said handler.
Handle. Excuse me, yes. Handle is
it still sounds smart.
Handle is at ms__Ash ASH. I'm also on LinkedIn, Ashley Graham.
There you go. There you go. Now, what's next for you? What's coming up? Or are you one of those you'll find out?
The latter.
Ah,
Yes, it's on the way. It's on the way. Yes, but a platform to make connecting for any purposes that are needed with STEM opportunities or image consulting is on the way.
You know what? That's huge. That's you just made me think about something, right? Real quick. How important is your image for persons who are trying to get into the whatever professional profession that they're seeking when they just finished college? Let's say a 22-year-old just finished South Carolina State. How important how important should they take their image?
It's up there. It's top tier when it comes to the level of importance. You want to make sure that you are accurately telling the story that you want the world to know about you before you give someone else the opportunity to tell that story for you based off of an assumption, or just like something they see on social media. So it's very important.
Very important. I'm telling you, listen, and your appearance is very important. All right, because that's the first thing we see. Okay, and we're guilty because we all judge. Let's just be honest. We all judge by the eyes sometimes. Okay, but that company will be judging because they will be investing money into you. Okay, so if you're trying to go in for the interview, physically or virtual, I'm telling you, it's all about your appearance. It's all about your appearance and your image. Okay, be careful what you're doing on social media because that's a part of your image, right or wrong.
Correct.
That's a part of your image. When you go to Instagram, it's popping with nothing but professional content. Okay, so be careful what you're giving, what you are giving your viewers. Okay, because you never know who's watching you. Okay, I'm telling you, you never know who's watching you, because Dr. Judith Sally may be watching you, huh? And she may have a scholarship waiting for you.
That's right.
Okay, so just be mindful of that. Okay, people are watching you. Don't kill your future. Okay, do not disrespect your future. Okay, your image is everything. Okay, you see how well she's dressed? You see how she looks? Huh? That's how you come on this show. Bing, ba, ba, pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Giving the viewers something to say, oh man, that's a professional right there. Okay? Now, you may not be able to be Miss Freshman. And you may not be able to be Miss Sophomore. And you might not be able to be Miss Junior. And you sure might not be able to be Miss SCSU. But you can be successful at something. I promise you. If you put forth the effort, okay, and work hard, study hard, okay, because if you're lucky enough, you may sit in one of her lectures, and she may tell you the game, okay. But if not, it's all good, because you can just come to this podcast and learn more.
That's right.
Okay, but I prefer that you follow her on social media, on all platforms, okay? And make sure, because I'm telling you, she's up and coming. She's doing her thing, and she's a bulldog. So I'm so proud of her.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay? And like I said, she's an alumni of not only South Carolina State, but the SCAMP program, okay? That I grew up in, you know, because my aunt used to drag me to work with her every single day. So I had to see all those scampers all the time, okay? Which they took care of me because they bought me food, you know, food from the pit, okay? I'll always love you for that, all right? But listen, okay, so make sure you follow her real soon. And if they need some pageant consulting, do they just contact you?
Yeah,
or is there a website or anything like that?
No website, but like I said, on Instagram, ms__Ash, or LinkedIn, Ashley Graham.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Hit
make
her
it
up. You know, if you have a beautiful young lady who is trying to get out there and just shock the nation, this is who you get right here, man. The best coach in the world, man. All right. I'm stamping it. All right. All right, but thank y'all so much, man, for coming on another impactful show of the Community Vibes, man, where we highlight phenomenal people that are doing phenomenal things within the community. And this was so special to me because I love highlighting my SCSU Bulldogs.
That's right.
Okay, I love it because we are doing phenomenal things out here in the community, which is the foundation for the nation.
Absolutely.
All right. So y'all be careful, be great. All right. Put God first. Remember, put God first, man. All things are possible. All right. I'll see you next time, y'all. Salute.
Yo, Kingdom. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. You say you won't shine, come get your shine on. You say you want vibes, come get your vibe on. Community vibes, community ties. Terrance Tucker is the brother who's connecting the tribe. Hey, you say you won't shine, we'll get your shine on. You say you want vibes, we'll get your vibe on.